Live from the National News Studio, Sri Lanka.
Good evening and welcome to the 9 p.m. news telecast of the prestigious channel of Sri Lanka. I'm Charita Minipuraranchi.
A very good evening indeed. I'm Sutami Jaratna, and let's take a look at today's headlines.
Teachers' salary of the government service January salary hike to the bank accounts today. Salaries of private sector also increased. No confidence motion against the Prime Minister to be debated on the 22nd and 23rd. If the opposition fails to act, an adjournment debate on educational reforms during the concerned period. Protests at a number of places today also demanding new educational reforms. Opposition wants to sabotage educational reforms, accuses Minister Nalinda. Galle in the 5th place among the best tourist destinations for honeymooning in the world. Latest ratings from TripAdvisor. More additional armed forces from Denmark to Greenland.
Now let's take a look at those stories and more in detail. Chief Government Whip Minister Dr. Nalinda Jayatissa says that the government is ready to take up the no confidence motion against Prime Minister by the opposition for debate on the 22nd and 23rd of this month.
He stated in the Parliament today that in the case of the opposition is failing to use the 2 days, the government will conduct an adjournment debate on educational reforms during the concerned period. And this several views expressed in the Parliament today is now. Minister Bimal Ratnayaka addressing media reports regarding a potential no-confidence motion being signed by the opposition against the Prime Minister. He criticised the opposition for failing to officially present the motion, arguing that such uncertainty is detrimental to national stability. He formally offered the 22nd and 23rd of the month for a full debate, challenging the opposition to either move forward or clarify their position.
විපක්ෂය අත්සන් කරන කාරණේ බාධා වෙන්න පුළුවන්. නමුත් අධිග්‍රාමාත්‍ය තූරයට අදාළව විශ්වාස භංගයක් අත්සන් කරනවා නම් ඒත් කියන්නේ ඒක බාර දෙන්න කියලා. මොකද ඒක රටේ ස්ථාරභාවයට පවා බලපෑමක් ඇති කරනවා. ඒ නිසා අපි ඒකයි කියන්නේ ඔබතුමාගෙන් කරුණා කළා ඒක බාර දෙනව නැද්ද කියන විපක්ෂය කියන්නේ.
Minister Dr. Nalinda Jayatissa emphasized that while the opposition has the right to organize its own internal affairs, the government is prepared to debate the educational reforms specifically. He noted that the administration is ready to provide clear answers regarding their reforms this coming Thursday and Friday. If the opposition chooses not to utilize those days for the no-confidence motion, the government will dedicate the time entirely to a comprehensive debate on the educational sector. Leader of the opposition Sajith Prebadas asserted that the right to determine the timing and location of filing a no-confidence motion belongs solely to the opposition, not the government. He countered the government's proposed schedule by suggesting an educational debate could begin as early as following day and span of 3 days. Minister Nalinda Jayatissa challenged the opposition to choose between debating the Cyclone Ditwa issue of the educational reforms, alleging some members, or criticizing the reforms unnecessarily. Parliamentarian Dr. Harsha De Silva clarified the opposition's stance, stating that they fully support the conceptual of educational reforms but take issue with the problematic manner in which they are being executed. He questioned why the government postponed the implementation by a year if they were confident in the process and urged the administration to take responsibility for errors such as the controversial website link in textbooks rather than ignoring them. The parliamentarian emphasized that the true reform requires teacher training and technological integration, particularly within semester-based system, which the opposition supports in principle.
Cabinet spokesman Minister Dr. Nalinda Jayatissa says that the aim of the opposition is to disrupt educational reforms. The minister made these remarks at the press briefing held today to announce the cabinet decisions. Mr. Dr. Nalinda Jayatissa says that the related activities of the education reforms are proceeding as planned. The syllabus changes for grade 1 have already been implemented and were set to begin on January 29th. Only the syllabus development for the grade 6 has been temporarily paused for few months. The minister explained that the brief pause is to intend to clear up confusion created by a small group of individuals, and he argues that the success of such massive reforms depends on the cooperation participation of the public, student and parents. He challenges the opposition participate in a two-day parliamentary debate regarding these reforms. He suggested that the opposition can use this platform to voice any concerns or unrevealed information they claim to have. Mr. Dr. Nalinda Jayatissa acknowledged that a significant number of parents have been protesting and sending letters to the president. He interprets this as a sign that parents are genuinely interested in securing a better future for their children. However, he blames the current unrest on misinformation spread by a small opposition group and few trade unions. He stated that the grade 6 reforms will remain on hold until this social infection is cleared. He specifically addressed the root of the recent backslash, a problem involving a net reference found in one of the 30 lessons in the new grade 6 English textbook. The minister confirmed that the Ministry of Education and the National Institute of Education are conducting inquiries to determine how this occurred and who acted irresponsibly. The CID is also conducting further investigation and legal action will follow. The minister rejects calls from the opposition for the Minister of Education or the Education Secretary to take the blame or resign. He views these demands as politically motivated attacks against the ministry leadership rather than genuine concern for education. Finally, the minister characterized the protest as a response to a massive mudslinging attack and the perceived insult against a woman. Minister Dr. Nalinda Jayatissa concludes by noting that the parents who are currently protesting are those who originally intend for their children to benefit from the new education models and enter a new world through these reforms.
The protest was held in front of the Presidential Secretariat today, demanding that the new educational reforms should be implemented for the students from this year itself. The protesters demanded an immediate solution for existing problems in this regard.
ඇත්තටම අපේ ළමයිට මේ 2026 මේ මොඩියුල් ටික ලබා දෙන්න කියලා තමයි ඉල්ලන්නේ.
ඒවට අපේ දරුවන් වෙනුවෙන් අපි මේක දිගටම ක්‍රියාත්මක කරනවා.
අපේ ළමයින්ට අලුත් ප්‍රතිශස් කරන මේ අවුරුද්දේම ළමයින්ට ලබා දෙන්න කියලා තමයි අපි ඉල්ලන්නේ.
A group of parents today went to Mahanayaka Theras of the Malwatu and Askira chapters and handed over a letter pertaining to immediate implementation of new educational reforms. The parents said that it was normal for some people to oppose when new reforms are planned. They also point out that the opposing elements should highlight the place where there are mistakes.
ව්‍යාකරණ දෝෂ ඇති දැනට තියෙන අධ්‍යාපන පද්ධතියත් පොත්වල ඕක තියෙනවා. මේ ටික නිවැරදි කරගෙන හරි මේක අනිවාර්යෙන් අපේ දරුවන්ට දෙන්න කියලා. ඒ වගේම කවුරු හරි මේකට විරුද්ධව ප්‍රකාශයක් කරනව නම් මේ පොත් ටික සේරම කියවලා මෙන්න මෙතන මේ ගැටලුව තියෙනවා කියලා විරුද්ධ දෙන්න.
Another protest was held at the Polonnaruwa town on this matter as well.
As per the 2025 budget proposal, salaries of the government employees, including educational service, will be hiked from the 1st of January this year. The Government Information Department informs that the increased teacher salary in this regard has been credited to the bank accounts. Meanwhile, the salaries of the private sector too have been hiked with the effect from the 1st of January, according to the Commissioner General of the Labour MDNK Vataliyadde. The service providers will have to conduct the concerned payments. As per the salary hike, the national minimum salary of the private sector will be increased from 27,000 rupees to 30,000 rupees. The daily wage also will be increased from 1,080 rupees to 1,200 rupees. This will be implemented under the provision of the National Minimum Salary Amendment Act No. 11, 2025 of employees. In the proper implementation of the above Amendment Act, all employees are bound by the guidelines of the aforesaid Act, including the final employer and the nearest employer related to an employee employed by a middleman or a contractor in a certain industry or service. The Commissioner General of Labour informs that according to the clause number 4 of the Amendment Act, apart from the addition of the relief allowances of the budget, no other allowances should be compensated for the minimum salary drawing on the 21st March 2025 by an employee. According to this salary hike, the employer has the responsibility of enclosing employees' provident fund, employees' trust fund, overtime, gratuity, maternity allowances and holiday payment and all statutory payments. The Commissioner General further informs that all complaints in this regard can be forwarded in writing to the nearest Labour office or can be included in the complaint management system of the Labour Department via www.sms.labourdep.gov.lk. The increase of the minimum daily wage of the plantation workers up to 1,550 rupees and the payment of a daily attendance incentive allowance of 2,000 rupees will be implemented from the 1st of January. 5,000 million rupees of grant has been allocated for this purpose by the 2026 budget. Accordingly, the Ministry of Plantation and Community Infrastructure Facilities has planned to pay the proposed incentive for a period of 6 months for the concerned plantation companies and to credit the allowance directly to the personal bank accounts of the estate workers by consulting all concerned parties. The Cabinet has approved the proposal presented by the Ministry of Labour, Dr. Anil Jayantha Fernando, to pay the concerned incentive allowance to the plantation workers following the above methodology. A new pension pay scheme has not been implemented so far for those who have been appointed to the government service after the 1st of January 2016, and it has been proposed by the 2026 budget to amend the condition regarding the pension pay mentioned in the concerned appointment letters and to amalgamate it into the existing pension pay scheme. Accordingly, the Cabinet has approved the proposal presented by Minister Professor Chandana Abeyratne concerned amendment and to issue concerned circular guidance. The Q-Lower development project, which has been temporarily suspended as of now, is due to be recommenced. Accordingly, it has been decided to complete the project within the period from 2026 to the end of 2031 using local funds. The Cabinet approved the proposal presented by Minister K.D. Lal Kantha to amend the total cost estimate to 23,456 million rupees along with it. The government has paid its attention to re-implement the cancelled contract agreement to construct 300 housing units at Arunodaya Mawatha, Obesekarapura and Rajagiriya due to the poor performance of the contractor. Accordingly, 6 bidding have been called based on the recommendations of the High-Level Statutory Procurement Committee under the methodology of calling for competitive biddings. The proposal presented by Minister Bima Ratnayaka to award the contract to MAGA Engineering Private Limited to implement this housing project has been approved by the Cabinet. Cabinet approval has been granted for the third stage of the extension of Baseline Road from Kirulapana Junction up to Dutugamana Street on Colombo-Horana Road. Under this, a distance of 0.86 kilometers of road with 6 lanes will be reconstructed, for which the Cabinet has given the green light as a proposal made by Minister Bima Ratnayaka.
And meanwhile, Goa has been ranked as the 5th best travel destination in the world for honeymoons, and this ranking was published on the website of TripAdvisor, a leading global travel advisory organization. According to the 2026 rankings, the Sri Lankan towns of Alla and Tangol have also been included among the world's top 25 honeymoon destinations. Alla secured the 13th position, while Tangol was ranked the 22nd. The favourable climate, attractive coastlines and the historical significance of the 16th century Galle Fort have been the key factors in capturing the interest of travellers. According to the report, Bali, Indonesia holds the first place, with Mauritius in second and the Maldives in third. The website states that these rankings were compiled based on information and experiences shared by travellers worldwide over the past year.
One of the world's leading investment firms, IOTZ, is planning to invest 360 billion rupees across several sectors in Sri Lanka. The country's political stability and the high growth in tourist arrival have been contributed to receive this investment.
Under this initiative, the first hotel project launched by IOTC targeting Sri Lanka's tourism sector is the Orium Hotel Complex with an investment of 360 billion rupees. The project will be constructed in the Ussarakeya area in Vattala. The foundation stone was laid with the Minister Vijitha Herath attending as a chief guest alongside managing partner of IOTC, Filippo Di Toma, and other representatives of the company. Meanwhile, Luxembourg-based investment fund IOTC, rated BB+ and managing assets exceeding 1 billion euros, has officially commenced operation in Sri Lanka, marking a significant foreign investment milestone. The firm has already acquired a resort property in the Colombo district valued at 6 million euros, with a further 4 million euros allocated for the expansion. IOTC is also planning an 18 million euro hotel development in Galle and is negotiating a major commercial tower project at the Colombo port city under the International Finance Centre. Additionally, the company plans to launch a cargo airline named VIA in April 2026 and has submitted an expression of interest to develop the Jaffna International Airport under a public-private partnership. Overall, IOTC's total planned investment in Sri Lanka exceeded 300 million euros, signaling strong long-term confidence in the country's economic recovery and growth.
The IOROM project is not merely the construction of a resort. It is a statement of trust in Sri Lanka's stability, trust in our people, and trust in our long-term potential as a destination for investment, tourism, and sustainable growth. It also marks a strengthening of economic cooperation between Sri Lanka and Europe, which we warmly welcome. As a government, our responsibility is clear. We must ensure policy consistency, transparency, and investor confidence while safeguarding national interest, environmental responsibility, and community development. Tourism, when guided by equality and sustainability, creates employment, strengthens local enterprise, and enhances Sri Lanka's standing in the world. Projects of this nature help move our economy toward long-term national value.
Today is not just the beginning of a construction site, it's the beginning of a vision that brings together history and future, nature and design, local roots and international ambition. It's a great honor to stand here with you for the groundbreaking of Aureum. Since 5 years, IOTC is undergoing a deep transition into an international investment holding, a platform that invests in real estate, hospitality, aviation, development projects across 3 continents.
On your more local stories this evening, the police headquarters has taken steps to introduce a new series of telephone numbers to the people in order to obtain information regarding the dangerous drug raids. This step has been taken to implement such raids in a more planned manner from this year. People will have the opportunity to provide information directly to the officials in charge of 47 provincial police divisions via better methodology. Information can be provided regarding heroin, ice, cocaine, cannabis and other dangerous drugs spread in various areas of the island to the concerned phone numbers. Police Media Division in a communique issued in this regard appreciate the assistance provided by the people to the police during 2024 and 2025. Police further informs the public that the confidentiality of the information provided will be safeguarded.
Television critics have said the globally acclaimed series Breaking Bad is marking its 18th anniversary today as fans around the world continue to celebrate one of the most influential TV drama ever made.
I have lived under the threat of death for a year now. And because of that, I've made choices.
Breaking Bad premiered on January 20th, 2008, and industry observers have noted that 18 years later, the show's impact and popularity remain strong. It is widely described as one of the most famous drama series in the world, and according to global television ratings and critic ratings, is often named the greatest TV series ever made in history. The drama aired for 5 seasons and the storyline followed a high school chemistry teacher diagnosed with terminal lung cancer who turns to manufacturing and selling drugs with a former student to secure his family's future. The series starred Bryan Cranston as Walter White and Aaron Paul as Jess Pinkman, alongside Anna Gunn, Dean Norris and Giancarlo Esposito. The show was created by Vince Gilligan, and Breaking Bad received massive critical acclaim, winning more than 90 major awards, including 16 Primetime Emmy Awards and 2 Golden Globes. Bryan Cranston won the Emmy for Outstanding Lead Actor in a drama series in 2008, 2009 and 2010, while Aaron Paul won the Emmy for Outstanding Supporting Actor in a drama series 3 occasions. With an IMDb rating of 9.5 out of 10, critics say Breaking Bad continues to set the gold standard for television drama worldwide. We'll be back with more local news after a short break.
Prima Stella.
Live from the National News Studio, Sri Lanka.
Welcome back with more local stories. A suspect has been arrested with 2 vehicles and a sum of 283.3 million rupees alleged to be earned in illegal manner. This arrest has been made by the Proceeds of the Crime Investigations Division. The suspect has been taken into custody under the Act of Preventing Money Laundering. He has been identified as a 40-year-old resident in the Bagamu area. Police say that the facts have been revealed and the suspect has been maintaining connections with a drug racketeer hiding in a foreign country. Under the guidance of the drug racketeer, the suspect has collected the money from local drug dealers. The investigations has also revealed that the suspect has purchased vehicles using this money. He was produced before the Kurunagala Magistrates Court today and ordered to be released on 2 personal bails, each worth 3 million rupees. Police media spokesman ASP F.U. Waltu said that the Sri Lanka police have commenced rigorous legal actions concerning assets and property acquired through illegal means. As of 2026, formal investigations has been initiated against 65 suspects. During the years 2024 and 2025, the law enforcement successfully seized a significant volume of illicit property, including 354 pounds of gold, 77 vehicles, 30 houses and 197 perch of land. Additionally, the police have confiscated 353.9 million in cash as a part of these ongoing efforts to dismantle unlawful financial operations, the media spokesman F.U. Wotler said.
Deputy Minister Chaturanga Abesinghe says that export target of $36 billion is expected to achieve under the National Export Development Plan by 2030. A leading sector of this plan is export of organic food, and the Deputy Minister made these remarks at a workshop held in Colombo today to enlighten the proposed changes in the legal framework of Sri Lanka's national organic agriculture system.
We are telling the world that Sri Lanka is ready to move with the world. So this particular initiative is taken by National Organic Control Unit, which is under Export Development Board, which is the authority or the body that looks after organic exports of Sri Lanka. And they have initiated this initiative with the International Trade Corporation of UK, where they are giving us technical expertise so that the standards of Sri Lankan organic production will be in parallel to what the UK requirements are. So organic food export is going to be one of the prominent sectors that we will focus and push the entire country towards it. Along with that, we are seeing a significant shift that's going to take place in our education system. That is where we will create new entrepreneurs and new youth who will think and be aware of the global demands in the food sector, that is demanding traceability, sustainability and organic nature. So this is where the country is heading, and we invite all the stakeholders to be part of it.
I'm very happy and proud of the result that we have achieved with the local team, with ITC, with EDB. To be very brief, I see three big advantages of the new system. The first advantage is that we will have more consumer confidence. With the new system, they can have more confidence that these products are truly complying with the rules. The second advantage is that we have foreseen a system with certificates, and these certificates will be the basis for a sustainable development of organic production in Sri Lanka. And the third advantage is that with the new system, we are not only focusing on the domestic market, but we are also looking at what is coming into Sri Lanka.
The Australian High Commissioner to Sri Lanka, Matthew Duckworth, met Minister Vasantha Samarusinga yesterday at the Ministry of Trade, Commerce, Food Security and Cooperative Development. The Australian government has decided to support Sri Lanka in obtaining membership of the Regional Comprehensive Economic Partnership. The Australian High Commissioner also expressed his willingness to extend the support of the Australian government for the enhancement of food security in Sri Lanka.
The Colombo Stock Exchange ended today's trading moderately. The all-share price index closed at 23,623.74 after declining by 4.13 points, which represents a 0.02% change. Meanwhile, the S&P SL20 index closed at 66,544.80, up by 5.45 points and 0.08%. Total market capitalization at the close of trading stood at 8.427 trillion rupees. The market turnover for the day amounted to 5.166 billion rupees with over 134 million shares traded.
Moving to the weather update, the Met Department says that the prevailing dry weather conditions are expected to change from January 23rd. Mainly, the dry weather will prevail in the most parts of the island. The Met Department has indicated that there is a possibility of ground frost in some places in Nuwara Eliya district in the early hours of the morning. And with there, here is the city weather forecast for the next 24 hours.
Welcome back, and let's take a look at today's foreign news. Denmark takes steps to deploy additional military forces to Greenland.
And the Danish authorities are expecting to further strengthen the military presence in Greenland amidst efforts by President Donald Trump to annex the territory to the United States. Amidst warnings from US President Trump regarding the acquisition of Greenland, the Danish government has moved to dispatch supplemental troops to the region. Danish media reports that indicate that a contingent of 58 personnel, including Royal Danish Army Chief Peter Boysen, arrived yesterday in the town of in western Greenland. Furthermore, it is reported that another 60 troops previously dispatched from Greenland to participate in multinational military exercises titled Operation Arctic Endurance have also arrived in Greenland by this time. Foreign media reports that highlight that Denmark's decision to deploy additional forces to significant is coming just 4 hours after President Trump rejected the use of military force to acquire Greenland, despite stating the control of the territory is essential for United States national security, while the Danish government has expressed opinions and strengthening the US military presence within Greenland.
In today's sports news, Sri Lanka has qualified for the Super 6 round for the Under-19 World Cup ODI cricket tournament when they would defeat Ireland in their second match of the primary round.
The match was played in Namibia. Batting first, Sri Lanka posted a total of 267 runs with a loss of 5 wickets in the 50 overs. Captain Vimantinsara scored 95. Chamika Hinatigale was unbeaten on 51. In reply, Ireland team could only manage 161 runs all out in 40.1 overs. Accordingly, Sri Lanka won the match by a margin of 106 runs. In bowling, Dulith Sigera claimed 4 wickets, while Razit Dimsara captured 3 wickets.
Group stage matches of the Colombo District Under-14 Football Carnival were successfully held today at the Colombo City League grounds. This tournament brought together young football talent from across the district to showcase their skills on the field. A total of 33 boys teams and 6 girls teams participated in the event, representing a diverse mix of government, private and international schools within the Colombo district. The grounds were filled with high energy as the young footballers competed fiercely throughout the day to secure their spot in the next round. Following the conclusion of these initial group stage matches, the second round and the knockout stages will be held on a future date.
We're joining with Rupavahini News and capturing you with a foreign item from Vietnam. The Communist Party of Vietnam opened its 14th National Congress at the National Convention Center in the capital city of Hanoi this morning. The 5-yearly conclave will choose the country's top leaders and set the direction of government policy for the remainder of the decade. A total of 1,586 delegates representing over 5.6 million members of the Communist Party of Vietnam are gathering at the Congress. The delegates are expected to discuss and adopt various documents, including the political report of the 13th Party Central Committee, as well as a report reviewing theoretical and practical issues of Vietnam's socialist-oriented renewal process over the past 40 years. State President Liu Yong-chung delivered an opening speech at the session, while General Secretary of the Party Central Committee, Am Lam, presented a report on the documents submitted to the Congress. The preparatory session of the Congress held yesterday to approve the Congress Working Regulations agenda and the election regulations. With those local, international and sports updates, we'll be wrapping up tonight news, which is tomorrow at the very same time. And I'm Charlie, signing off with Sidhumi. Stay safe and good night.